Hello and welcome, Reds. Thank you very much for tuning in on today's daily Liverpool news show. If you are new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below and put your bell notification so you always do get notified when a video does go live. Big news breaking this afternoon, really. The European Super League, which is possibly going to be expected to be getting announced tonight sometime. I'm very, very angry, everyone. And we'll get through, obviously, the tweets and everything. There's no official announcement from Liverpool Football Club as of the making of this video. That could all change within the matter of minutes anyway, due to the severity of the reaction from the footballing pyramid from League One to League Two. The whole footballing world is reacted very angrily, and as expected, it's yet again another example of these big European clubs, Liverpool involved as well, their owners, people running football clubs, very money driven. Yes, these big clubs are businesses at the end of the day, but there's clubs in League One, League Two, the lower divisions in and around not just England but world football that have really been affected by the pandemic as well. Pre-COVID anyway, there was football and greed. Sepp Blatter, the most famous man. There's organisations throughout, not just football, but the world that are corrupt. And yes, this just stinks to me, really. It's clubs and owners wanting to get more money, and it's sacrificing, it's taking it away from the fans. Football is all about the fans, and year on year on year on year on year after year, these football clubs, I speak for every football club, especially in the top of English, in the English football anyway, and all around Europe, they're slowly, apart from obviously the German clubs, I'm not too sure how much control fans in Germany do have in terms of running a football club. I know a lot of them are quite club owned anyway in terms of the executives, but there's a lack of fan, what you call it, really, representation at the head of these big football club organisations. Peter Moore, I don't know if he's left his role at Liverpool Football Club at the minute. I know he was leaving, but if he has, for me, Peter, you've done a very good job, and this is very reminiscent of what Liverpool have been doing under FSG. You do a lot of good things. You take 5 steps forward, and then you take about 20 steps backwards in terms of, this is an FSG out or in video. This is a very much directed at every club in terms of England's, the mismanagement of football clubs, the overcharging in terms of ticketing prices. Liverpool, we've seen that with our fans, rightly so, making a stand against ticketing as well. We went out to stadium and a lot of people participated in that. And then obviously the membership. There's been so many good things that FSG have done, but this just signifies the lack of fan representation, not just in Liverpool, but the clubs involved in this. Everyone, let me know your thoughts. Get involved in the comment section below. Callum, yeah, absolutely fuming. Hope you're doing well, Jack. So angry with this news. Yeah, lads, so angry. Just standard from not just Liverpool's owners, but football owners in general, especially at the top tier of the game, wanting to just greed. It seems to be the thing every single season from every single top owner. How many games will be played? Fernando, I'm not too sure, mate. I'm not really bothered at how many games will be played, because obviously I will get to the tweets in a little second, but there's the anticipation, if this does go ahead. UEFA have signified to not just Liverpool, but the other clubs involved, that they will be excluded from their national league. And obviously the European Football Champions League, they will be expelled and not being able to compete in those competitions, which I tell you, if that was the case and it just is to go forward, we'll see a little statement from FSG and the top clubs, Man United and whoever the clubs are involved. They'll be like, whoa, it's not the reaction we expected. Of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. I don't know what, and they'll backtrack, but it's the people in charge of these football clubs that are allowing this news to trickle out. But yeah, Hello, Spectre. How are you doing, matey? Everton, not to blame. It's UEFA. Fernando, it's the club owners, not just for Liverpool, but the club's owners participating in these talks. Shouldn't even be a case. Yes, football clubs have got to go down a revenue of wanting to get more money into the football club. Yes, that's great. Do it with all the clubs involved, not just the big six in the Premier League. Talk to the likes of Norwich coming into the Premier League, Leeds United, Aston Villas, the Leicesters of this world, not just the big six thinking about themselves or big five. How many teams are involved anyway? This is absolute bollocks, Jack. Gary, it took the words out of my mouth, mate. It's not even the players' fault. Why are they trying to ban players? Jasmine, it's the clubs. It's sometimes there's good companies out there that are very well managed, and there's some poor companies out there just ridiculous, killing football. Yes, FSG wanting the dollars, but can't give us new players in January. Don't let me start on that, mate. But right, stay. I get to your comments, everyone. Make sure you do get comments in as we go throughout tonight's show anyway, Reds. I'll just quickly get to obviously the statements. Just mark that so I know where I'm going back again. Where are we? Right, we'll get with the statements from the Premier League, as you can see here. Oh, I'll just remove that comment. Nice one, Spectre, for that comment, mate. As you can see that there, that is the official announcement, the Premier League media release. Premier League condemns European Super League proposal. The Premier League condemns any proposal that attacks the principles of open competition and sporting merit, which are at the heart of the domestic and European footballing pyramids. Fans of any club in England and across Europe can currently dream that their team may climb to the top and play against the best. We believe that the concept of the European Super League would destroy that dream. Absolutely spot on. The Premier League is proud to run a competitive and compelling football competition that has made the most widely watched league in the world. Our success has enabled us to make an unrivaled financial contribution to domestic football and pyramids. A European Super League will undermine the appeal of the whole game and have deeply damaging impact on immediate and future prospects of the Premier League and its members and the member clubs. To all these in football who rely on funding and solidarity will prosper, we will work with fans, the FA, the EFL, the PFA, and the LMA, as well as other stakeholders at home and abroad, to defend the integrity and future prospects of English football in the best interests of the game. So that was the Premier League's announcement, official statement. As I said at the top of the show, we will be expecting an announcement from all the clubs involved, and it will be a classic statement from Liverpool Football Club doing backtracks. As you can see, a tweet from, a quote from Gary Neville, a goal. They should deduct points off all the teams that have signed up to this. The big six, deduct points from them all. Not many times I agree with Gary, but that was one of the very first times. Can only think clubs announcing their Super League. This from Stan Collymore of TalkSport. Attends are trying to write out every last euro from UEFA, plus even more rules laid out in their favour. Would be an absolute disgrace for LFC to be involved in any way, contrary to every fibre of what the club stands for. Stands absolutely spot on there. Fabrizio. Official statement from UEFA about the Super League. The clubs concerned will be banned from playing in any other domestic competition, European or international level, and the players could be denied the opportunity to represent their national teams. And then obviously Palmieri, very well respected journalist, in a joint statement, UEFA's English, FA, Italian, Spanish, Premier League, La Liga announced that the 12 clubs involved in the Super League will be banned from domestic league, and if they will pursue this project. So everyone, let me know your thoughts, get your comments in as we do go out. It won't be a long one really, but where was I? Start right again. Let's get to Spectres. That's where I was up to. Make sure you do get your comments in. I mean, I can see a super chat there. Just read out that from just so it doesn't disappear. I really do appreciate it, Mitchell. absolute legend. You don't have, no one has to ever put money onto this channel. Do it for the love and the great community. But I really do appreciate it, mate. It does help to get a better camera. All the funds do go to try and improve the channel anyway, mate. But I appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. I want a Super League, mate. I don't like to have an unpopular opinion. Would I tune into West Brom and Liverpool or Liverpool, Real Madrid? Mitchell, cheers for your comment, this channel's all about opinions, and whether you agree with someone's opinions, everyone, I've created this channel for everyone's opinion. Whether you agree to disagree, it doesn't really matter what I think about your opinion, but I respect everyone's opinion, and it will be aired. But I appreciate it, Mitchell. Would you not get bored, Mitchell, with just seeing Liverpool, Real Madrid? Would it not miss the magic of? Don't get me wrong. There's no disrespect. Yes, West Brom will be parking the bus in Real Madrid. Well, they did park the bus against us in the second leg. But yeah, I appreciate your comment, mate. It's an interesting. Everyone react to what Mitchell's had to say there. Everyone. I will be doing a podcast with Owen from the Cop On podcast. That is recording that at 7 p.m. So stay tuned on his socials and his platforms. Make sure you do head over there and subscribe. Absolute legend. Really do appreciate him allowing me to come on tonight. Can't wait for that. Where it was. Steve. There we go. New football, world football. Start of the end. Steve. Nice one for your comment. If European Super League nonsense happens, they're no longer supporting Liverpool, should be ashamed of themselves, like others who have signed up to this greed and will prove they don't care about their fans. Chris, it's been very reminiscent, as I said at the top of the show, of not just Liverpool, but the standard of football, and week in, week out from the clubs at the top anyway. You've seen the fans of Liverpool protesting, rightly so, and up and down the country. You've seen how football is getting very more expensive year on year, and this will not change until there's either caps for clubs, and there'll be a lot of people screaming at the screens now going, you can't do that. But I think we will have to see a sort of cap, because we will be seeing in probably this year, the likes of Mbappe, the Haalands moving, these transfers. It was the PSGs that started the ball rolling. Seeing the likes of Buffon back in the day, massive transfers. It's a progression of where football is going. And I'm hoping that it doesn't destroy you. See the likes of Bury Football Club and a lot of clubs down there in League 2 and League 3. As much as I love Liverpool Football Club, I'm a football fan at heart, really. And whether it was supporting Tranmere or Marine or whoever, or Bury, I'd be very angry from this news. And it'd be so easy for me to sit here and say, "Oh, I back Liverpool doing this," but that's not what I'm about. We support whatever football club you support in England. I love getting up every weekend. Whether it was we've not played the best football this year, sorry Liverpool, but it's part of being a football fan. You go to likes against Norwich. You need a level playing field. The Leicester City winning the Premier League all those years ago, fantastic. Don't get me wrong, we had an absolute shit season, Liverpool, but it was amazing to see Leicester. There's no other competition that you've seen. Like, so obviously, yes, Blackburn spent a load of money getting Shearer and that back in the day, but very rare. The occasions, you never know. Who's to say Norwich could come into the Premier League next season and win it? I know it's very unlikely, but it's the beauty of football. Never put it past the team doing that. It's the American owners that are driven by money. It's all them, mate. The people with a lot of money, they want more and more and more. That's how they've got all the millions, by being greedy and obviously getting good ideas of making companies and all that. Not everyone has got multi-million pounds worth in the bank account, sadly. The fact that these clubs want to play this garbage money grabbing European Super League, so it would be, but trust me on this, it will be no longer be called big club or an elite club for me. I'm guessing that, I bet you as soon as I release this video, everyone, there will be a statement from Liverpool Football Club, which they'll be rightly condemning these and be like, oh, you were involved. Yeah, you were. But yeah, nice one for your comment, Chris. Is this going ahead? It will split the game like wrestling in the 1990s. We'll find out. Stay tuned. Nice one, Spectre. Keep glued to your social medias, everyone, because this story could be very fast paced. It could change left, right, up, down, and everywhere. It could go everywhere. Forgive me for not sure what is happening, but this means if Liverpool play in the Super League, we won't be playing in the Premier League no more. Hope that's not the case, buddy. Yeah, David, obviously, as you've seen, we've just seen your comments, there's so many comments, absolute legends. Yeah, that statement that I read, if you want to rewind it back, mate, and obviously just pause it, mate. Yeah, the Premier League have strongly condemned with other leagues in world football, saying they will possibly, or even, looking like they will be banning the participants in this European Super League from their domestic league. And UEFA have possibly said in their statements as well on social media that they will be banning people participating in the Super League in the European League anyway, European Champions League anyway. So most gym clubs are owned by fans, and Spectre spot on there, mate. And they are not involved in these European Super League talks. Surprise, surprise. Because they've got very good representation of real fans and real people that love their football club at the hierarchies of these football clubs. Whether that be, there need to be a bigger fan representation. It's all right, us as the fans saying that, but it's the people in charge, should be the journalists, should be the managers, should be the people in the top tier of these football clubs demanding change, because it's all about themselves, That would be the worst thing to ever happen to football. Nicola, nice one, mate. I haven't seen you a lot round here, but I think you're new. Appreciate you tuning in, everyone. If you are new round here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. There will be very heavy debate over the next couple of days if these plans are going ahead. And I'm very interested in every single one of your opinions. But Nicola, appreciate you tuning in. It's good to see a couple of new people around here as well. Absolute legends. This will ruin the game, as there will be two different sides. Yeah, it's totally against it, but it sounds closer than ever before. Yeah, Phil, spot on. It looks very... all the big clubs and the owners will be shitting themselves due to, if they just go on Twitter tonight and they will be like, oh, the PR, it's an absolute disaster yet again from Liverpool's PR and all the clubs involved anyway. That this is not what they want to be getting released into the press and the domain of the public anyway. It won't happen. John, fingers crossed, mate, because imagine Liverpool not being in the Premier League or European footy. There's no words that you can even say to that, mate. This is an American thing funded by Wall Street. I heard a couple of months ago. Yeah, there's about 6 billion quickly... If we can get I see in something, obviously American banks, you spot on there, Spectre. It was 6 billion they're trying to pump into this, the European Super League, which is staggering. Yes, it'd be good for the football clubs because they get a lot of money, but it's the clubs that can't compete on the levels of these clubs all around Europe. It massively widens the gap in terms of transfers. I know we all laugh and joke going, oh, we want to sign Mbappe. Yes, but due to Liverpool being competitive in Europe, winning the Champions League, winning the Premier League last season. But yeah, shocking. I like the way football is already. Jasmine, absolutely spot on there. Absolutely spot on. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And this is a live stream, so if you have missed the top of the show, I've got all the statements and all that. So this will be, well, it is getting uploaded now to the cloud of YouTube. So you can rewind this and fast forward, whatever you want to do. You can pause on the statements if you want to read them yourself as well. But the clubs, they would be banned from other competitions, but it still wants to be in the clubs. The clubs knew they would be banned from the other competitions, but still want to be in the Super League. John, that's absolutely spot on there, mate. And it will be interesting the approach in which all these clubs do make. FSG keep taking their relationship just keep taking their relationship with the fans. Yeah. And it's sad. Obviously, Peter Moore, I absolutely love the fella. I never met the fella, but you could see he actually understood. Obviously, he was born in Liverpool. Yet he moved and he become like an executive at EA, chief executive or whatever he was, his role. And he's left the football club, but he really got Liverpool and he got the fans. And he was possibly, one of the very few people at the football club that actually understood us fans as in general, really. Nice one, Mitchell, for your super chat. Absolute legend. Mitchell, do you have the UEFA Champions League for that? Obviously, everyone in response to his comments. Not less of the idiot, mate. Appreciate the comment, Jamie, but everyone, none of that language. Appreciate it. Everyone is entitled to an opinion as well, whether you agree or disagree. You've got to be very, very respectful of everyone's opinion. But yeah, the Super League is shite, definitely, Jay. They remind me of Vince McMahon buying all the small wrestling companies in the 1980s. And in the 1990s came with WWF, and he took over the world with no other companies. It's like you see it with Disney, mate. Obviously, no problem being banned because it would be a UEFA, would be FIFA, FU to FIFA. The smaller clubs and the smaller teams would have the right to play with the stronger teams. That's what makes football great. Underdogs winning. Yeah, as I said, all for Leicester winning the league all those years ago. The best part of the footy league is the underdog. I don't want to be playing Real Madrid or Barca or Bayern every single week. It's all nice thinking about that, isn't everyone? Jay and everyone as fans, it's nice, the idea of thinking that, but it would get boring. That's the beauty of the Champions League. It's not every single week. I'm telling you, I'd be absolutely getting bored, and I think the players would. Once you're in a competition and you're constantly, yes, the money's great, the players will probably get more wages, so you wouldn't have any clubs and that, but it'd get boring for me if you're constantly seeing Real Madrid. I don't think the formats of the competition is like every week, but every couple of weeks you do play in this competition. It's staggering. I see Liverpool, West Brom 2 times a season, so why will I get bored of seeing 11 Galacticos? Spot on there, La. The Champions League needs overhauling, but not for a Super League. I definitely agree with that, Jay. It's an opportunity for the lower teams to win their league without the bigger clubs in it, so they might be okay with it. Yeah, Everton might win the league one if Liverpool and all the big teams get relegated or deducted, whatever happens. Because I'm sure after a while, Real and Barca will be boring. Yeah, Jay, took the words out of my mouth. I'm just seeing your comment, Reds. No player would give up the chance to represent their national team. No one wonder who will head of the European Super League if it's going ahead. Possibly Sepp Blatter. He's a release from prison anyway. So possibly. Honestly, I'd stop being a Liverpool fan if we joined the Super League. My passion for the game would die. Half the buzz of the Champions League is qualifying. Right now, every game is important to get top 4. Won't want a free pass. Steve, absolutely spot on. But just, man, it's boring when they pipe Bournemouth 6-0, but not for me. Imagine a European Super League would play the elite constantly. Let's leave the Prem. Very interesting thoughts from everyone. I'd start supporting Tranmere if Liverpool join this corrupt shite. Yeah, absolutely spot on. But yeah, I think you're just speaking to one another. It's ironic. Liverpool, a working class city, trying to buy into an elite private club. Steve hit the nail on the head. 50% rule for the German clubs. If you're a fan, then lad, only Plastics wants a Super League. They don't care about football, only the spectacle. Let's quickly get to all your comments. This is running footy for all the true LFC fans. I really do appreciate so many comments. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to get everyone's comments in. I really do appreciate it. So apologies if you have missed your comment. There's so many comments. I really do appreciate it. I'm not doing it on purpose, but there's that many comments. I appreciate it. Thank you to all the support. And make sure once this video has been uploaded, you can get your comments in the comment section below, and I will do a pre-recorded video so I can feature everyone that wasn't able to jump on the live stream. I will be getting that out tomorrow, so make sure if you're watching this after the video's been uploaded, get your comments in as well. We are known as European royalty. Imagine us not being in the UEFA Champions League. Cigar, Manchester United and Liverpool support, and this is absolutely shocking. Pure greed coming from a United fan. Cigar, nice one for being respectful, mate, coming on a Liverpool channel. Absolute legends. It's great to get a lot of people. I know there will be a lot of obviously non-Liverpool people, fans, jumping on the video, and make sure you do get your comments in the comment section below. Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting, mate. The Glazers and FSG being standard owners of the football club anyway, innit? Absolutely shocking. There's no surprise there, is there? Cigar. Be nice, everyone, in the comment section below. We'll have to ban you if you do carry on. Be respectful. I don't know if there's a couple of the mods in the chat tonight. If you can see, if it gets nasty, please, if I miss a comment, make sure you just deal with it. Appreciate it. Respect everyone's opinions, everyone, whether you agree or disagree. We need to pick up form again. Callum, we defo do, mate. We defo do, mate. It's his opinion. I don't disagree with having his opinion. I disagree with the notion of a Super League being better than the Prem. Claire, nice one for your comments. Appreciate it. I think you're new round here. Appreciate you tuning in, and if you're new around here, everyone, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. I will try and do a lot more general football and shows. Obviously, like Doug, the absolute legend, but it'll monopolize the game. Season tickets and match day prices will go further through the roof. Absolutely spot on. Young kids who want their team shirts will get priced out. Ruins football interaction with the game. Wrong, Claire. And you only have to look at this season. Don't know if you're a Liverpool fan, Claire, but just football teams. You only have to look. If you wanted to get a Liverpool shirt this season, yes, it's all brand spanking new, getting Nike in and all that. You're looking, if you had children or just a family member or whatnot, you're looking at like 150 quid. That's if you want the Premier League, Champions League badges, the socks, the kit. Growing up, as a kid, you don't understand the value of money. But as I've grown older, I'm like, I was very privileged. And there's a lot of people out there that are very privileged to get the kits. I just try and get the kit as much because it's getting, as you just said there, Clay, every single season, the kits and everything are getting so more expensive. And that combined with if you are in a family that does pay for Sky or Virgin Media, if you're very privileged to have them at your home as well. And obviously, if you are going the game or if you are going away from home, there's some legendary supporters that pay for everything. And that's why I respect the away fans so much, because it costs so much. And obviously, the people that go to the game, and obviously people all around the globe that support Liverpool in every sense of the word, whether that's buying the kits, watching the games and everything. Appreciate your comment, mate. Butchell, apologies if I've absolutely butchered that, mate. Apologies. But I think you're new around here. Appreciate your comment, mate. And if you're new around here, everyone, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Do you think that the European Super League... Oh, not the camera. Do you think the European Super League teams will be banned by the representative federations for the domestic league and competitions? Yes, mate. As if you've just joined the stream, I think you have. But I did mention that at the top of the show. The organisations and people in charge, Premier League, have released. I'll quickly get that statement up there, matey, for you. If you want to pause the video, you can do. Just make sure I don't skip that, so I know where those comments are. Yeah, if you want to pause that now, everyone, just read that. Pause the video. You can read the official statement from the Premier League there. So that's the official statement there, matey. But it does look like they will be getting banned from their respective national leagues. Lost comments. Apologies, just trying to get all the comments. I will always support the Redmen, but no Merseyside derby, no cup games, no Champions League gutted. David, I'm not too sure. Everyone, let me know. Just check on social media if you can, Reds or any rival fans. Just let us know if Liverpool released a statement. I cannot wait for this statement to see what it says, or any other. No, I don't know. I think I've seen the Chelsea statement. I don't know if it was any official announcement from Chelsea though. I appreciate that, Spectre. Respect each other, everyone. It's not to say UEFA, FIFA are perfect since the problems in the past. Sepp Blatter and it is so corrupt. All these organisations are so corrupt. You only have to watch that Barcelona game versus Chelsea when Drogba chases the referee for a good 40, 50 yards. And, well, I remember watching that when I was a kid and it's refereeing. Just say it that way. No worries, Mitchell. I may not agree with your opinion, but I and others have to respect it. Spectre, spot on, mate. And Spectre, I really do appreciate your moderation skills and everyone. I will be trying to make a lot more people mods of the channel as we go forward. So appreciate it, everyone. Respect goes a long way in life anyway, and it's important to respect everyone's opinions. Fair play, Spectre. Absolutely spot on, boys. The only way we are going to stop this corruption of football and the degeneration of this beautiful game is to boycott it. Don't watch it and then it comes on TV. Hashtag boycott the English ESL anyway. Obviously the EFL and obviously different federations. United, City, Chelsea, these clubs should be in a Super League since they're all massive rich clubs. Liverpool have money, but they were not like these clubs anyway. Certain clubs get their money from certain avenues, might that be said. Oil. But yeah, nice one. Like Jack says, this channel is for the fans with different views. Nice one, Spectre. Appreciate it. We're a working class club that should be involved is a blatant corruption. Mark, hey, how you doing, Mark? Great to see you then again, mate. But the clubs will go for the money as they are big corporations. Yeah, I said that at the top of the show, Mark. It's very hard for these clubs to actually understand what us fans feel like. It's especially when you got that much amount of money in life. It's I'm not going to go political, but like when you understand Liverpool and what it represents as a football club, and that, as a couple of you mentioned, it's a working class city, and it's year on year. I'm seeing it, Mark. That the clubs are breaking away, and it's sad. It's disgusting, and I was so angry, like every single one news, and obviously the reaction, everyone watching the live stream today, it just emphasizes how much passion there is in football still, and it's. If enough people, as everyone's mentioned on today's live stream, if enough people stand up, there will be change within football. It's just a matter of people stepping up and saying, no, we will not accept these conditions, whether that you've got to... It was sad to see Bury Football Club. I'm not a Bury fan, but it's sad to see these clubs disappear that have been very established for the last 100 odd years in English football, and they've disappeared, and that's due to the mismanagement of people at the top, and we've seen so many teams disappear, sadly, and hopefully going forward in the future that is not the case. But the year on year, we will be seeing a lot more teams disappear. People's livelihoods, people's passion and love for football. It's sad. It was very sad seeing the fans, obviously, on Sky Sports, and obviously the reaction on social media as well. Jack, how much money for a 9-hour stream? Mitchell, no. Mate, I don't think my lungs would be able to take it, mate. I'd be coughing all over the place. More ready coughing now, Mitchell. But I will be back later tonight, everyone. Obviously, due to the reaction, I'm doing a podcast, recording a podcast, and I think that will be it's dominating the agenda now. And we'll be doing it with Owen from the Cop On podcast. If you're not aware of his channel, he does on all social medias. Follow him on Twitter. He's possibly the greatest speaker I've ever heard in my life. He's got a excellent way of words. It's fantastic. He's fantastic. He's like a dictionary. He's got an amazing way of explaining sentences and that. But make sure you do head over to his Spotify channel. I will be posting the links on my social media as well. And I will be going live with Dave and the lads anyway on his channel about 8:30 tonight. And I will do a stream later tonight as well, due to the reaction and severity. And hopefully, once that's been uploaded and everything, we will see a bit of clarity from Liverpool Football Club. Because as soon as this uploaded, I think we will see an announcement. So it's disgrace coming from an Arsenal fan. Kugi, nice one for you jumping on the stream, mate. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for coming on, be very respectful. I'm a respecter. Nice one, lad. Not fair on smaller teams with big dreams. Plain and simple, mate. Absolutely hit the name on the head there. The nail on the head. The name on the head. I think that's a sign for me to shoot off anyway. The top costing 80 quid is a joke, Jay. Don't get me started, lad. It's getting even more expensive as it goes anyway. And most teams have at least 3 kits. Yeah. It's most a footy shirt could cost is 40 quid. Yeah. My mum and dad must have spent a few thousand on Liverpool kits in my life, on Liverpool kits and watching them. It's crazy, la. I have an opinion on someone who would be against this. Are you still happy to see the likes of City, PSG, Bayern Munich winning their leagues year after year? Spectre, very good question, mate, and obviously he's posed that to everyone. It's you could always agree, yes, to a certain extent. Obviously, the dominance of PSG, we're seeing Leo lead Ligue 1 at the minute. It's a very good question, that, and everyone replied to Spectre there. It's a very good viewpoint. You could almost agree the Super League is more or less some leagues at the minute. And obviously the dominance of Bayern, the dominance of Juve. Juve won the league 6 or 7 seasons on the bounce. You've seen it with PSG or the big European clubs. And obviously you see the dominance in the Greek football. It has me the most. Olympiacos basically buy the league every season. Talk about Man City and obviously PSG. But have a look at the Greek football, everyone. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Perez influences UEFA to change the format of the Champions League and at the same time negotiated the format of the European Super League. Sayan, appreciate it. I think you're new around here, mate. It's lovely to see a lot of new people on the channel, getting all your opinions on as well. Classic Perez, isn't it, mate? Spectre, it's fine with them winning the league because it's fair format. Oh, it's knocking me cup of tea all over. Not good. Super League would only be the elite and not a fair competition. Just speaking to one another there as well. A Premier League without the 2 biggest clubs in the league is the hype when it comes to United versus Liverpool. The Premier League is crazy, and the EFL cannot match that. Boycott the EFL. Absolutely spot on there, mate. It is boring. It is boring, Spectre, but buying Real PSG winning their Super League every year would be worse. Very much agree with that. But yeah, thank you very much to every single one of you for getting your comments in. I will quickly get to all your comments there. I will show them on the screen there. Absolute legends. And apologies if you have missed your comments. I haven't done it on purpose, just the sheer support on today's live stream. I really, from bottom of heart, thank you very much to every single one of you. And if you are new here, yes, if you're not a Liverpool fan, I will try and pump a lot more football and content out on the channel. But to every single one of you that has watched it on, if you've watched this video for 1 second or 10 minutes or longer, if you've been here for 39 minutes and 10 seconds, thank you very much. Your support really does mean a lot to me on the channel, everyone. But everyone, thank you to all the support. And thanks for the stream, Jack. Thank you to every single one of you. Every single one of you is watching and supporting the channel. It's not about me, it's about you and the love and passion of Liverpool. And obviously, there's a lot of footballing fans out there. That's helped this channel grow as well, and everyone. It's a big thank you to every single one of you. You're very welcome, David. Can the FA and UEFA do anything about this? Shay, we'll be seeing in the next couple of hours or possibly minutes, mate. Because I can't wait to just go on social media and see the absolute uproar. Obviously, the uproar that will be social media. I will be live tonight. What time are we on? At about 9:30, 10 p.m. It will be a late night stream, everyone. But thank you, absolute legends. And I will see you on. We'll be replying to every single one of your comments. Always get the hiccups at the worst times. Before I get more hiccups, I will be going in a little second. But yeah, it was a great stream. Cheers, Jack. Great hearing the different opinions on here. Spectre, that's all football is all about. And obviously, as long as everyone's respectful of everyone's opinions, whether you agree, and Mitchell and Spectre and Mark and Shield, butchered that, sorry, mate. Jay as well, Jamie, Cyan, Mitchell, make sure shout out everyone that has been on. Claire as well for your comments. Sugar, he's a United fan, but he's very respectful. Thank you very much, mate, for coming on the channel and being respectful. Even though we are big rivals in Liverpool, Manchester United, but as I said, respect goes a long way in life anyway. But thank you to every single one of you for joining. If you have missed the live stream, the statements and everything are on the top of the show anyway. So just fast forward a couple of if you do get bored of me. But the statements are there anyway. Just go through the video, and everyone make sure you do get your comments in. Once this video has been uploaded, get your comments in the comment section below. And if you have missed today's live stream, sorry, I will be doing a pre-recorded video for tomorrow. And for the people that didn't join the live stream, I will be getting, and if you want to get your comments in again on that video, get your comments in the comment section below, and I will be print screening all the comments and feature them on the video. So, Reds and fellow footballing fans, hopefully this is not the case, and hopefully sense prevails for those football fans out there. The game is currently dying. It's dying every year on year, but hopefully the fans stand up and get our football clubs back thinking in the right way. And yeah, Reds and other football fans that have joined tonight's stream anyway, today's stream, really do appreciate all the support. And if you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, put your bell notification on as well. So if we do go live, you know how YouTube does work. Half the time you don't get notifications, but check on the channel most days for daily content as well. But Reds and fellow football fans, appreciate all the support. Really does mean the absolute world. And I will see you a bit later tonight for a live stream, obviously on the topic of this, because it will be driving fierce debate as it has done today. But Reds, see you later, and you'll never walk alone. And you never walk alone to all the fellow football fans around the world. And keep safe in the current climate in which we do find ourselves in.